welcome to Journeys to Red Island. Today we're doing Pycnonemosaurus, which I named No instead of number this time. So like, instead of No 8, it's just No. If you watched the last episode, I asked if y'all want to name specific dinosaurs I haven't gotten to yet, to y'all's knowledge. Y'all can go ahead and name them down in the comments down below. Anyway, first off, let's get down to the meat and greet of things. When it comes to picking your Pycnonemosaurus, the first thing you gotta look towards is their speed. Do they have a subspecies that allocates anything towards speed? No, but they have stamina recovery, which we did today. Next up we need to look at is how much stamina they have, then their oxygen depletion rate, and then their health depletion rate. Can they make it to Red Island? Next up we're going to need to look at is going to be their metabolism. They are only a hypercarnivore. It is not a good idea to put them on Red Island unless you're confident that you can survive off of AI critters and players. It's up to you at that point. Do you make the risk to make a Pycno and go over there? Up to you. Passives. Correct scoots. You already know how those go. We saw how it worked for Ceratosaurus. Now, head slot. Do they have anything that allocates towards stamina? Yeah, they do. Anything that does a boost of speed? No. Doesn't seem like it. Now, senses. This will be useful, but you need to be in a group. No, never mind. You don't have to be in a group. It was just useful whenever you're moving slow and say something's attacking you. You're in the water. It would be useful. Mouth guard. Receive less recoil damage from your attacks. Also useful. Stability. Juke and charge both use less stamina and have a faster cooldown. Now this could potentially be useful if one of the abilities are well needed. Hide ability. Bleed and venom healing, not going to be useful. Second wind. Gain 50% increased stamina recovery for 8 seconds after receiving a hit in combat. Now, that could be useful, but also not for as of right now. Thick scoots. Improves health recovery rate. See, this would just be useful if you're in a public place. So where we are, we're not a public world, it's a solo world. This seems to be the only logical choice to use for a hide, but it's not going to be any helpful when it comes to your stamina or speed. Braced legs. Ignore uphill movement, increase speed when moving downhill, reducing fall damage by 10%. This is the one we're likely going to use because it reduces running stamina drains. This is going to allocate towards your stamina drain when you're swimming and you're sprinting. That's most definitely one we're going to use, so I'm just going to put that there. But we're going to look at strong legs. Take less knockback and increase fracture healing. It's not really going to be useful for this job, what we're doing. Now, backland. Charge tail attack. Juke. Turn to face behind you. Now, that'd be useful if someone's tail riding you to attack you in the water, but I don't know if it's even useful in the water. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to put it in just to see. Put it in this. Juke. I'll go ahead and look at this one too. And charge. You're not going to really be able to use charge in the water, not to my knowledge. But we will still equip it just in case to see. Now your vocal ability. Boost knockback or improve stamina recovery rate while trotting or walking. That technically is nice, but I don't think we'd be using it for this test at all. Now usually I go into choosing a skin. I should do that, shouldn't I? I have multiple skin options. Bloodsucker is a pretty solid one. Got Asteroid. looking a lot like how their baby form looked. Let's do a randomization. What will it give us? That's kind of American right there. You know what? I'll go with it. I use that one for like a starting reference point. Give it more of that blue. Give it more white. Red. That one. And white. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. The American Pycno. Oh boy. As you can see, stamina recovery rate, attack damage, and attack knockback. The only one that's going to be useful to us at this time is going to be stamina recovery rate. Alright. Now, from the beginning of this video, I want to know, do you think Pycnonemosaurus can make it to Red Island by island hopping? I don't know. And, just to show, cannot jump. So, our goal is to be sprinting off the edge places, or walking off. I'm going to try sprinting from here. Now, the speed of the Pycno in water isn't bad. It's actually very solid, very good. It has high possibilities to island hop. Now, the stamina depletion rate while in water is pretty quick. That is a danger. Now, it is also a large carnivore. I don't see it doing the little rock spots there, but if you're willing to try it, go right ahead. It might be more useful to you. I don't know. Alright, let's lay down right here, regain our stamina, look and see how that stamina recovery rate works. Now remember, laying down right here is not the safest option, because a semi-aquatic could attack you from those two angles. That is your only safe angle, so I recommend sitting on top of one of those rocks for regaining your stamina. Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, please let me know how you feel about them down in the comments down below. Leave a like, dislike, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Anyway, Pycno. Good old No. I like to think that I also chose the name No because I don't play Pycno. I don't know. There's little ideas in my head. Ooh, also another thing we need to do is go to the heal. So this is another thing to look at. See how fast your food and water drain is. Is it going to be able to survive on Red Island off of those drains? I don't know. Like, that's up to you to decide if you're skilled enough to live off of AI only, or semi-aquatic players that come to Red Island thinking it's a safe place. If you feel confident enough, go ahead. Tell me that in the comments down below too. Do you think you're a confident Pycno player that can survive off of those specific food sources just on Red Island? That's up to you. Alright, let's make the run. I love and hate how high in the water, how buoyant Pycno is. I love and hate that. Like, the most of their body is out of the water. I feel like they shouldn't be this high out of the water, but, you know, power to them. Go, Pycno, go. If you can do it, good on you. Alright, next rest stop. Now that we made it to this island, I want to point out to you to remember, our goal here is to run off this island and head to the tooth of Red Island. The reason why I call it that, it looks like a shark tooth. I have to say this every time in every video because I'm not certain every person has watched episode 1 to now. I want to point that out to you. I know it gets annoying that I keep on repeating myself, but not everybody's going to want to watch and see Latinavinetrix make it, or see Ceratosaurus make it, or see Allo make it. I mean, I would love to see if Aloe can make it, but you know, I don't know everyone's playstyle and what they prefer playing. Like, more people are going to look at creatures they prefer over looking at creatures they don't prefer. For me, I wouldn't be playing Pycno, but I'm doing this test for y'all. Alright, let's continue. To the Tooth of Red Island, this is the best point to run off of if you're any creature, in my honest opinion. I really don't like how buoyant Pycno is. I feel like their body should be more submerged in water than this. Like, they definitely are not made for swimming. But, lo and behold, they're doing pretty good. Pycno's doing pretty solid on the stamina drain and movement speed while in the water. Now that their stamina drain is gone, they sink. Now it's down to their oxygen drain. They're still hoofing it pretty well in the water, but that oxygen drain is fast. That's not a good sign for most players. Next up, now that oxygen drain is about to be gone, is down to your health depletion rate. Can you survive, make it to Red Island? Lo and behold, Pycno can make it to Red Island. With half health, that's crazy. But one of the things you gotta look at now is you gotta find food sources. You can't eat noxious meat as a Pycno. So if you thought you could survive off of this noxious meat over here, little juke. Okay, I forgot which one was juke and which one wasn't. That's another thing I forgot to check and see if you could actually juke in the water. But you're not able to eat this meat. As you can see, shark corpse, carrion. You can't eat it. That's Pycno. So double check. Looking at metabolism, you're only a hypercarnivore. You have to eat fresh. It's not looking good. Just because, real quickly, I just want to do the check to see if you can use your charge or your juke in the water. Because I forgot to look at that. See if it was hovering. Yeah, you can't use those in the water. I just wanted to make sure for you players that want to know, and most of you that play Pycno definitely know that. Anyway, Pycnonemosaurus, you can make it to Red Island. Congratulations. We will see y'all next creature. Let's log out. Pycno can make it to Red Island. Pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I was actually not expecting Pycno to be able to make it, but they did. Let's move down to Pycno. Our next one, Ramp, not doing it. Flyer, Sarco's a swimmer, not doing it. Spino's a swimmer, not doing it. Suchomimus a swimmer, not doing it. Same thing as the last few. T-Rex. Anything after that? And then there's Tyrannititan. Alright. Can T-Rex make it to Red Island? The only option I recommend is either fracture damage or attack damage. I like fracture, they're bulkier. I'll see y'all in the next video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's see how Rexy does, shall we?